Welcome back to Idiot in his Garage. Today we're going to be changing the rear shoes on a 350Z. Let's get to it. Welcome back to Idiot in his Garage. Today we're going to Okay, so that's all the wheels off. A really good jacking point underneath these is actually on the diff. You can see there's a great jacking point in the diff. It is a proper jacking point. So just hold that up on the jack. I'm just going to let it down to the axle stands now, and then we can get started. Okay, we just need to take off this caliper now, and then that side's out, and we'll take off the disc off. Right, so I'm going to do this top 17mm. There we go. That's that one off. We've just got to do the bottom one, then the caliper's going to slide off. Then we can get the drum off, then we can get the disc off, and job will be a good one. So we'll get this bottom one on. Okay, bottom 19mm off. So top one off, bottom one off. There you go, that's the next one out. The caliper should now slide off. There we go, caliper off. And that's got, can sit on the trailing arm quite nicely. So I've still got the handbrake on, so I'm just going to turn that off. Okay. The handbrake is off. Right, now we're going to give the disc a little bit of a tappy tap. And hopefully we can get some movement. This is just helping it release. There we go, we're starting to get some movement now. Just rotate it a little bit of a knot. There we go, off the cut. So it's looking quite dirty in there. Nothing too much to worry about. They're a bit low in here. Right, so we're just going to change them over. Disc looks fine. Right, so it doesn't matter how many times you've done this, this is the time you want to take a photograph of these springs. Okay? Take the top picture and the bottom spring. As much as you might think you've got a good memory, always helpful if you do forget. Right, I've gone for Mintex shoes. Always use them, never had a problem, so why wouldn't I? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo the little holder that holds the shoe in. Okay, put to one side somewhere nice and safe. Okay, now I've done that, I've loosened everything off. I've loosened off the just going to move you over here so you can see a bit better. Okay, so what I've done is I've loosened off the adjuster there. Unclip this spring now. Top spring, like I said, always put somewhere safe. Again, somewhere safe is next to it. Okay, right, now you've got the bottom spring that's holding onto it as well down there, and the handbrake cable comes in from down here. We don't want to mess about with that. We want to take the adjuster out. We're going to put the adjuster back to stock because obviously we're putting new pads in. Okay, so what we're going to do now is unclip this bottom one here, get the needle nose in there and unclip it. So we've got one off. I'm going to rotate our, this is what I'm doing, and we're going to take off this one as well. Okay, again somewhere safe, and there goes our other one out. Right, so we're going to put one of these shoes in place. Okay, locate it with the bottom, I'll show you that in a moment. Right, get it in the correct place, get your screwdriver on the end of it and locate. Okay, let's get our spring back, we don't want to lose our spring, that's our bottom spring. Okay, now the same for this side, we're going to locate this one. Now, I promised you a second ago, let me just turn the light on for a second. You can see that divot down there locates on the handbrake thing. So we're going to do exactly the same over this side, then we're going to fit the springs. So let's locate the other shoe. That's the old ones. Don't need them anymore, do we? There's a new one gone. Got another new one on, again with a divot at the bottom, locating that onto its fitment. One of these locators. Going with our flat-headed screwdriver onto it, because all these do is push in, okay, in and locked. Right, now we've located the two shoes. Make sure it's connected again. You can see down the bottom, it's located onto that bottom piece. Now all we need to do is locate our two springs. And the bottom spring has to go over the top of the handbrake. Right, so we use a needle nose and we pull it towards, locate the shoe first, and then pull the spring, and the spring will locate. There we go. One spring on. Okay, that's our bottom location done. Okay, now just turn this light off for a moment, you don't need the light. So we're just going to push our adjuster in, get our last spring, and get our needle nose pliers in, and slide the spring into the hole. There we go. Right, we're all clipped back on. Slide the disc back over, which is sliding on nicely. Let's pull the handbrake and see what we've got. This is with no adjustment, we haven't adjusted anything. Rock solid. Okay, so we can start putting things back on. I'm going to show you this where this handbrake adjuster is. Now, in an 06 on, there is a cubby hole here. Let me just bring my... There's a cubby hole here on the 06 model, and you can get to the handbrake adjuster just here. However, this is an 04 model. Now if you look down here, turn the light on for you. If I adjust that, can you see? Right, that's the adjuster for fine adjusting of the handbrake on an 04. Like I said, on an 06, this is a cubby hole, you can just lift up a piece and it does it. And that's the job done. That's rear shoes, the 350Z now changed. Decent handbrake. Another part done. We'll see you all again very soon. Don't forget to keep on modding.